Everyone, please can we have a round of applause? And a warm welcome to Bruce DeSalle and Mike Cutler from 9/11 Families.
Good afternoon. My name is Bruce DeSalle. I'm a retired New York City police officer. My son-in-law, Mark Petrocelli, was murdered on 9/11 at the World Trade Center site. He was killed by radical Islamic terrorists. And after that time, I'd like to say that Mark's family and my family and all of the families that I've met that were involved in 9/11 have suffered the loss of a person of their family which can never be replaced by any slogan or idea or in any way. There's always an empty chair at the table on any holiday, and the loneliness that fills our hearts for the loss of Mark it's just unconscionable, and I cannot express it in words. After 9/11, we founded a group, other family members and myself, called 9/11 Families for a Secure America. The object of this family group that we founded was to establish the causes of 9/11 and try to see if we could remediate them. We found out that there were massive inadequacies in the immigration policies of the United States. Some of these things that happened were by accident, but most of them were purposely came about because of our elected officials succumbing to the wishes of corporate entities that wanted to further tourism and trade. And as a result of their shortcuts and their lack of oversight, they issued driver's license, authentic identity documents to people who were Islamic terrorists who used those documents to move around the country, rent apartments, take flying lessons, and ultimately use their driver's license to board the airplanes that they used as missiles in their cowardly attack on the World Trade Center, killing almost 3,000 people. Over these years, I've had so many experiences, and they're all too many to mention right now to you people. But the one thing that I want to say is our elected officials must be held to account by us as citizens. All they would like is for us to do nothing so that they could bow to their corporate sponsors who want to let in as many people to the country as possible to spend money, to have cheap labor, and to line their pockets. We need to be active. We need to contact our elected officials. We need to stay in touch with each other with the internet. As you see here, there are no major media outlets, ABC, NBC, CBS, not to be found. The message of this rally today that this wonderful group of people put together, the Human Rights Coalition Against Radical Islam, will almost not be reported at all. Hopefully the internet will provide other people with the message of the diversity of the people that are here who have united together to fight the Islamic threat. I just want to reiterate that we must stay engaged with our government if we ever hope to make ourselves safe again. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Cutler. I'm a former senior special agent of what used to be the Immigration and Naturalization Service. I'm also the grandson of a woman who died in the Holocaust. I want you to know that tyranny and conquest of this planet by the tyrants is nothing new. We see it rise up again and again and again. And once again, we need to meet the challenge and beat it down as certainly as we did during the Second World War. E pluribus unum is the motto of the United States, from many one. As I look out among the people in this audience, what I see are people from every corner of the world, every race, every religion, every creed, every ethnicity, and we are united in a common cause. And this is what America is about, and this is where we derive our strength, because in our diversity we not only get strength, but we have created a country of unique opportunities and a unique place where we could celebrate our freedoms and our cultural differences. But there's a world of difference between being accepting of those people who are different from us and not defending those who would do harm to us because they are different from us. We've heard much about 2001, but I want to take you back 8 years before that. 1993, our country suffered 2 terrorist attacks. One at the Pentagon, at the CIA rather. 2 CIA officers were killed, 3 were wounded, and then a month later, the World Trade Center was attacked. The tower nearly came down sideways. There would have been hundreds of thousands of fatalities, and our government did nothing in response to address the fact that 6 people were killed, hundreds were injured, and $500 million in damage was inflicted on those iconic towers. So then we have the attacks of 2001. The ashes from that conflagration landed on my home in Brooklyn, and it was at that point that I decided I needed to get my voice heard, because as an agent I had the insight, the experience that not many people did. I've arrested terrorists in my career. As an agent with 1 year on the job, I tripped over a PLO plot to blow up an Israeli oil refinery. We prevented that attack. The way that we enforce the immigration laws, the way that we secure our borders are at the root cause of national security. As I've said before Congress, a house without secure walls, a country without secure borders can no more stand than can a house without walls. We need to make certain that the United States lives up to its obligation of the citizens of this nation and creates secure borders, provides opportunities for citizenship, but only to those people that we know don't pose a threat to our safety. And the final thought is that the only terrorists we tend to read about are the ones that carry out violent crimes. There are thousands of people right now operating in the United States in support of terrorism, not only in America, but throughout the world, using America as a cash cow. They sell narcotics, they commit fraud, they do all kinds of crimes, even arson where people are killed, all to generate money to buy weapons, explosives, and do more damage to people from the 4 corners of the world. As Bruce pointed out, we, the people of the United States, need to hold the politicians accountable because, folks, democracy is not a spectator sport, and I need all of you to get involved with our government because the sincerest form of patriotism is dissent. And that's something that we need to do in a peaceful but very definite manner. Thank you so much for being here today.
Please join me, all of you, my brothers and sisters, in honoring these 3 gentlemen. And I want to read the plaque and the gift we have for them today. You are our heroes. Thank you for defending human rights and freedom with gratitude and respect. The Human Rights Coalition Against Radical Islam. God bless you all.